Happy Sunday, April 5th, 2026, and hey, if you celebrate Easter Sunday, First Contact Day, or the deeply chaotic energy of Read a Roadmap Day, you are in the right place. This is CoeCast, the podcast that was assembled by a small orchestra of robots pressing buttons in the dark. I'm Hunter.
And I'm Riley. Honestly, if the AI says something a little unhinged today, that's not a bug, that's flavor. Also, First Contact Day being today is very on brand because the machines are absolutely trying to get better at talking to us.
Truly. And today, they kind of did. We've got Google's Gemini 3.1 Flash Live making a big push into real-time voice, Shopify rolling out agentic storefront stuff so AI can shop on behalf of people inside chat interfaces, and Runway Gen 4.5 trying to make AI video feel less like a one-shot party trick and more like an actual production tool.
It's a very, talk to me, shop for me, direct my mini movie for me kind of week.
Yeah, and the through line is pretty clear. Audio, commerce, and video are all moving from novelty demo territory into workflow territory. Not perfect, not solved, but way more operational than even a few months ago.
Let's start with Gemini because everybody online is acting like voice is now the main character. And to be fair, real-time voice does feel different. Text always felt like emailing a genius raccoon. Voice feels like, oh, this thing is in the room.
That's exactly it. The reason Gemini 3.1 Flash Live matters is not just that it talks. Plenty of models talk now. It's that it's built for live interaction. Low latency, multimodal context, more natural turn-taking, and native audio handling. For brands and operators, that unlocks stuff like guided product discovery, support triage, onboarding assistance, internal training, even interactive demos.
But here's my pushback, Hunt. Most brands should not make a voice bot just because they can. A lot of these experiences are one bad script away from becoming a very expensive talking FAQ with fake enthusiasm.
I agree. The line between useful and annoying is brutally thin. If the voice layer is just reading the same knowledge base you already had on your site, but now with more compute cost and more opportunities to misunderstand people, that's not innovation. That's a new wrapper on old friction.
Exactly. Nobody wants to have a heartfelt conversation with a return policy.
Right. The sweet spot is when voice reduces effort. Think hands-busy situations, mobile scenarios, high-consideration products, field teams, customer service flows where speed matters, or complex catalogs where people don't know the right filters to click. Voice is strongest when the user would rather say what they want than navigate for it.
Like, I need a camera for travel, low light, under this budget, and I hate menus. That's good voice territory. But if I already know I just need to check an order status, maybe don't make me perform spoken word to a bot.
Yes, and from a workflow standpoint, teams should stop asking, should we launch a voice agent, and ask, which moments benefit from live conversation? Very different question. Start narrow, build for a few high-intent use cases, keep human escalation, log everything, improve the prompt and routing over time.
Also, voice is emotional. People judge it harder. If your chatbot fumbles in text, users roll their eyes. If your voice agent fumbles, it feels weirdly personal, like, ew, why are you talking like that?
That's such an important point. Voice raises the bar on brand design too. Tone, pacing, interruption handling, confidence calibration, you need product people, support people, brand people, and automation people in the same room.
Which is a cute little bridge into Shopify because that story is basically, surprise, marketing now belongs to everyone and also no one.
Completely. Shopify's agentic storefront rollout is a distribution shift. If products can be surfaced, compared, and recommended inside ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, and Perplexity, then the buyer is no longer just a person reading your landing page. It's partly an AI system parsing your catalog, attributes, price, availability, trust signals, and merchant data.
So the drama is that your product feed is now flirting on your behalf.
That is unfortunately accurate.
Which means some teams are about to discover they committed metadata crimes. Like the title says Summer Vibe Set and the description says Best Ever, and nowhere does it clearly say what the item actually is.
Exactly. This is where machine-readable commerce starts to matter more. Structured attributes, clean taxonomy, consistent sizing data, material details, shipping clarity, inventory accuracy, reviews, trust signals. Persuasive copy still matters for humans, but AI agents need clean facts. If your data is messy, the agent can't confidently recommend you.
And honestly, this feels like SEO having a baby with merchandising ops. Less write a clever headline, more please tell the machine what this thing actually does.
Yes, and it changes ownership. This cannot live purely inside e-commerce, or purely inside marketing, or purely inside product ops. Someone has to orchestrate it. In a healthy company, this should probably be cross-functional with one clear owner who can actually get changes shipped.
I'd nominate whoever can survive a meeting with e-commerce, paid media, product data, brand, and automation without leaving the Zoom spiritually damaged.
So a very specific kind of adult.
A warlord. We're looking for a tasteful warlord.
But seriously, the strategic shift is this. Brands used to optimize for search engines and human shoppers. Now they also have to optimize for shopping agents. That means the best marketer might not be the loudest copywriter. It might be the team with the cleanest catalog and the best operational hygiene.
Which sounds boring until you realize boring infrastructure starts winning money. Like, this is not sexy, but if the agent can compare your product clearly and trust your data, that is distribution.
100%. And I think a lot of marketers should read this as a prompt to collaborate more deeply with ops. The future winner is not creative versus systems, it's creative plus systems.
Ah, our favorite genre.
Now let's talk Runway Gen 4.5, because the chatter there has been interesting. Not just prettier clips, more talk about native audio, multi-shot coherence, and production-ready workflows.
Which is the part I care about. We've had plenty of wow, that looks cool AI clips. The real pain has been making a sequence feel like one piece of content instead of 6 cousins who barely know each other.
That's the shift. Creative teams don't just need one good shot. They need consistency across scenes, editability, versioning, timing, pacing, and now audio tools that are moving into the same workflow. If tools like Runway get better at multi-shot storytelling, they become way more useful for actual campaign production.
But I do think people are missing the real challenge. Better visuals alone do not fix taste. We are entering the era where brands can generate polished mediocrity at industrial scale.
Absolutely. The risk is AI wallpaper. Smooth, cinematic, forgettable, technically impressive, and strategically empty.
Thank you. If every brand can make glossy slow-motion dream footage with dramatic sound design, then the advantage shifts to concept, restraint, and editing judgment. Like, why this shot, why this sequence, why this feeling?
And that's why I think the breakthrough is less about raw visual quality and more about editability plus speed. When you can concept faster, test more ideas, mock up scenes before a real shoot, localize variations, or replace expensive pickup shots, then AI video becomes genuinely useful.
It's not goodbye cameras, hello robot cinema. It's more like, hey, maybe we don't need a full reshoot just to make 3 paid social variants and a product teaser.
Exactly. Fewer unnecessary shoots, better pre-production, tighter iteration loops. Human taste still decides what ships.
And that matches what we've been talking about lately on the show with all the audio and video model stuff. Voice, transcription, text-to-speech, image-text rendering, video consistency. It's all becoming infrastructure. Less toy energy, more pipeline energy.
Yeah, we've been on that thread for a few episodes now. The stack is getting more composable. You can imagine workflows where transcription feeds clips, clips feed scripts, scripts feed voiceover, voiceover feeds video roughs, and humans stay in the approval loop where judgment matters.
Wait, I want to throw in one more angle. Open models. Because every time big closed platforms make a move like this, the open source crowd is like, cool, but I want control.
Fair, and I think that instinct is healthy. Open models and self-hosted tools can be great when privacy, customization, cost control, or deployment flexibility really matter. But teams should be honest with themselves. If you self-host everything without the operational maturity to support it, congrats, you accidentally started an AI infrastructure company.
Which is a terrible surprise hobby.
It really is. Hybrid stacks still make the most sense for most organizations. Use closed models where reliability and speed are worth paying for. Use open models where control and specialization matter. Route work intelligently. Don't turn ideology into architecture.
Put that on a tote bag.
So if we zoom out, what's real here? Real-time voice is becoming a serious interface. AI shopping agents are becoming a real distribution layer. AI video is getting closer to production workflows. What's fake is the idea that any of this removes the need for strategy.
Yes. The future is not the bot replaces the team. The future is the team that knows how to direct bots gets unfair leverage.
That's the headline.
Also, I love that on Read a Roadmap Day, the lesson is basically, please have a map. If you just bolt voice onto your app, spray AI video into your campaigns, and dump your chaotic catalog into shopping agents, you are not innovating. You are speed-running confusion.
That is beautifully said. All right, thanks for hanging with us on CoeCast.
Appreciate you being here with us on this weird little fully automated spaceship.
If you want more AI news and updates, check out coe.com/resources and Nolan.
Channel as, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Celebrate Easter, First Contact Day, or just clean up your product metadata like the responsible legend you are.
Catch you next time.
Later.